Here's the best way to lose belly fat and why cardio is a waste of time. I lost fat 3 times in the last 2 years. So I know how to lose belly fat in the fastest and easiest way possible now. I will start by covering why cardio isn't working and then 3 steps that will help you lose belly fat. So why is cardio a waste of time? So a few weeks ago I was talking to an executive in his 50s and he wanted to lose fat, get leaner, but he said it was just too hard for him. And I just thought, you haven't even tried. Because he was a man I know, I have been knowing him for years. And I have seen his habits and like what he's doing in order to lose fat. And it's not a lot. He's taking a few walks, he's swimming, like he's doing some type of exercise, but it's like 2 or 3 times a week. And then he's eating a lot of carbs, having multiple drinks of alcohol every week. He have a high carb diet, not a lot of protein. He eat like ice cream, chips during the weekend. So I felt like you're doing nothing to lose fat. You going on a walk like 3 times a week and then you do like swimming. What the fuck? I was like, that's not gonna help you lose belly fat. You can't rely on cardio. That man, he's struggling because he's relying on cardio. He's relying on going for a 40-minute walk a few times during the week. But that's not enough. You need to change your diet in order to lose fat. Diet is everything. What you eat, what you put in your mouth, that's what gonna decide how much fat you lose. That's what gonna decide if you get lean or not, if you stay fat, or even if you keep gaining fat. Because why you have some fat you want to lose right now is because of your diet. It's not because of your lack of exercise. Of course, exercising helps because you burn calories and you lose some fat when you exercise, but you got fat in the first place from eating the wrong stuff. That's why cardio is a waste of time, because if you're not fixing your diet, you will stay the same or even keep gaining fat. So you need to fix your diet. Like you can walk 10,000 steps a day. That's what everyone is talking about. Walk 10,000 steps a day at least. And that will take like 1.5 hours. Or if you like run, it maybe take 45 minutes, an hour. And you will burn around 500 calories from that. But 500 calories is nothing. That's like 1-2 pizza slices. Literally 1 cheeseburger. So it's like, instead of walking for 1.5 hours a day, just avoid eating that junk food. Just avoid eating 500 calories. Instead of burning 500 calories, then avoid eating 500 calories. Much easier. It saves much more time. You will actually make more progress from doing that. So it's very high leverage. The return on investment is super high if you fix your diet. Because to lose fat, you need to eat fewer calories than you burn. And that's hard if you keep on eating like you're eating right now, but then just doing cardio. Because you will probably still eat more calories than you burn if your diet is not on point. Especially if you're a busy man, you're a hardworking man, you focus on your career, your business. You don't want to be out walking like 1.5 hours a day or an hour, getting all those steps in when you just can change your diet. So that's what I will cover now, how to actually fix your diet so you can lose fat without spending hours doing cardio. So in 2023, I decided to take my fitness much more seriously. I wanted to lose fat and get like 6-pack abs. I wasn't really fat at the time, but I had some fat that covered my abs and I just looked like weak and soft. I didn't have a lot of muscles. I had some unnecessary like belly fat. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna fix my diet. I'm gonna train much harder. I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna get jacked, lean, muscular. And the first thing I did was I quitted eating junk food. So like all high sugar foods, fast food. I started having them slowly, less and less. Then over time, I could quit it fully. It took a few months, but after that, I had much more energy. I built much more muscles. I lost the unnecessary fat I had. So I saw my abs, and I just realized how powerful quitting junk food is and how big impact it had like on my progress with fitness. That I just like lost the fat, built more muscles, had more energy in my workouts. So it all like combined to like great results. So that's step 1 to fixing your diet. Quit eating junk food. So the ice cream you have at night, the fast food you have sometimes, the chocolate bars or candy you snack on through the day, or just on the weekends, like the cakes you have sometimes, like everything like that, quit it. You need to stop eating for pleasure if you want to lose fat. You need to eat for strength, for power. When you're eating all that junk food, even though if it's not often, it still adds up. It's still very calorie dense. That sugar decreases your testosterone, which make it much harder to lose fat, and it also just mess up with your body. You get tired, you get diseases, your immune system is much worse. But also you just like gain fat from sugar. That's just like a fact. So if you're eating high sugar foods, it's just so hard to lose fat. You need to quit it. And I know, like, when you have those cravings, it's just so nice to have some sweets. I completely get it. I was just like you 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I loved having those sweets. But I thought, like, what is better? Me enjoying food right now and having this bad body that I don't really like. I'm not that confident in it. I can't walk shirtless and feel good, be proud of my body. Or if I quit junk food, I'm strict on my diet. Maybe it's a bit boring, but I will have a great body. I will have energy. I'll have muscles. I will be proud of my body. For me, it was a clear choice. Of course, I want to be jacked and proud of my body, have abs, and of the price of just eating kind of boring and avoiding junk food. Think of it like that. If you don't make some sacrifices for your body becomes a sacrifice. What do you want to keep eating a pizza sometimes, having junk food, or do you want to have six-pack abs? Your children wants to look like you. Your girlfriend or wife is much more attracted to you. This is a very important choice you need to do. You need to stop junk food. And I know it can be a bit scary if you think, what, I will miss out, like my whole life, I will never have junk food again. Once I quit the junk food, normal food tasted so much better. Eggs, steak, chicken, the food that is actually healthy tastes much better because it's something with your dopamine levels that changes. So you value normal food, whole foods, much more. So stop eating junk food. And by the way, if you're a business entrepreneur, executive, or professional, and you want to lose fat faster and easier, you can get my help on a free coaching call right now. I will just give you some personal advice, and you'll also have a chance to work with me one-on-one to help you get lean. I will make a plan for you, support you, and hold you accountable along the way. But either way, if you don't want to work with me, you can still get free help on the call. So top link in the description if you want that. It's a win-win. Step 2 is to eat more protein. So a few weeks ago, my mom told me that she's often hungry and she snacks a lot, like throughout the day, and she wants to lose fat. So I started thinking, oh, how can we stop that? Because if she wants to lose fat, she can't just eat a lot and snack throughout the day. It just adds up calories. Even though if she just have like sandwiches, some yogurt, like I know like she usually have, still like pretty healthy foods, but the calories still adds up. I thought, like, what can she do? And quickly I came with the solution. I told her, eat more protein, because protein keeps you full. So you will eat less throughout the day if you have a lot of protein. That's what I told her. That's what you should also do if you want to lose fat. Eat more protein, because like just with my mom, it will keep you full. You will eat less, so your calorie intake will be much lower. If you have a high protein breakfast, high protein lunch, high protein dinner, you have mainly high protein foods for your meals. But it also just burns more calories because it's hard for the body to digest protein. So our body just burns more calories when we have a lot of protein. And it also builds muscle. And when you build more muscle, you burn more calories. You use like throughout the day because you have like muscle mass, which requires calories. And to eat more protein, you need to have high protein foods. And high protein foods are steak, chicken, turkey, eggs, Greek yogurt. Have a lot of those foods. Personally, I have eggs to breakfast, I have chicken to lunch, and then some beef or like chicken again to dinner. That's my high protein foods. And I also have some Greek yogurt with my lunch. You want to aim for like 60% of your plate, 60-70% of your plates with high protein foods. For breakfast, it can be like completely high protein. For me, I have 5 eggs. That's it. Nothing else, no bread, no carbs, just like 5 eggs. Then for lunch, I have around like 70% of my plate with ground chicken. Then I have some carbs. It's called couscous. It's like similar to rice. So you want to have more than half of your plate with high protein foods, with meat. You probably don't have that right now. This will be a change. If it's too hard to start with this, slowly start with it. Slowly have a bit more meat. See how your body feels, then a bit more. Work your way up. But you will see how you will eat less, because you will just like get fuller quicker now when you have more protein. And one hack I discovered a few days ago with protein is, if you want to lose fat and still be able to eat a lot, and you don't want to like starve yourself, then have high protein foods which are low in calories. So that's like lean meat, like turkey, chicken breast, ground chicken. Then also type of fish like white fish, egg whites. All those foods, they are low in calories. Chicken breast has almost like half the calories as like steak or like ground beef, which have like over 10% fat. So in that way, you can actually eat a lot. Have like a few hundred grams, 1 pound of chicken breast. Like you can eat a lot and like be very full and be very full for hours in that way, and not starve yourself. If you have more turkey, chicken breast, ground chicken, you can have ground beef, but only if it's like 5% fat. You want lean meat low in fat. If you have that, egg whites too, because like it's the yolk which is high in calories in eggs. If you have that, you can have a lot of it. So to avoid feeling starved, have foods that are low in calories and high in protein. It's very easy. You can ask ChatGPT to even get some more foods and like meals you can do. But that's just like a quick hack to also like lower your calorie intake. And just a rule for protein is, have your body weight in pounds, grams of protein. If you're 200 pounds, then 200 grams of protein every day. It's a lot, but it's possible if you have high protein foods. If you have chicken, for example. If you have like chicken, eggs, it's very doable. Worst case scenario, you have like a protein shake or something to add in the extra protein. But you can definitely reach that with just normal food if you have high protein foods. Step 3 is intermittent fasting. Every day I fast for like 17 or 18 hours, because I have dinner at around 7-8 p.m. Then I have breakfast at 1 p.m. And I do that because it helps me stay lean, because my insulin levels drop and my body is actually like running on fat. When I'm working in the morning and I'm not eating anything, my body uses the fat I have for energy, because it doesn't have anything else to use. It doesn't have any food because I haven't eaten. So it uses the fat. So I lose fat in that way. But it also gives me less time to eat. If I eat from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., that's only 6 hours. So it's hard to eat too many calories in only like 6 hours. I have breakfast, lunch and dinner in that time. It's much harder to overeat compared if I would have breakfast at like 8 a.m. and then eat until 10 p.m. and just eat like every 1 or 2 hours, just snack, have something small. That's like what most people do. But if you choose a time, only like 6 hours or 8 hours, which you can eat during every day, that will help you to avoid like snacking. Then you know before 11 a.m. for example, you can't eat anything. So you won't snack, you won't eat anything. You won't put any food in your mouth. You only have like water or coffee. Coffee and water, it helps you to keep the hunger down. And it's also very powerful for focus too. So I'm a full-time entrepreneur. So every morning I work on my business for 7 hours straight, from 6 a.m. to like 1 p.m. And I'm much more focused when I'm not eating anything. That's also a great benefit you get from fasting. If you're an entrepreneur or you're like a high performer, you have work you need to be focused on, then fasting will help. Just having black coffee and water and just not eating anything is working. Then having your first meal a bit later, between like 11 a.m. and like 1 p.m. That will help. And like the best amount is like around 16 hours a day. That's what I'm recommending. But don't start with 16 hours a day if you used fasting for like 10 hours right now. Let's say you're eating the last thing at 10 p.m. and you eat breakfast at 8 a.m. Don't start with 16 hours right away, because it will be hard. You will probably be tired and don't feel that good if you go 16 hours right away if you're not used to that. Work your way up. Like start having your last meal at around like 8 p.m. Then you can have your first meal at 8 a.m. That's 12 hours. Then you work your way up after a few days to 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Then after time, your body will just get used to it, and you can have your last meal at 8 p.m. and your first meal at like 12 p.m. Or if it's 7 p.m. and 11 a.m. Find the time that fits you good, but aim for 16 hours. That's a good amount. But these were the 3 steps to fix your diet. No junk food, eat more protein, and do intermittent fasting. And if you're a busy entrepreneur, executive, or professional, and you thought this video was helpful, and you want my personal help to implement all these so you can lose fat faster, easier, without sacrificing your business or career, and have someone that is there for you, making a plan for you, holding you accountable, supporting you, so you just need to follow the plan and get results, then go book a free call with the top link in the description. We will talk about what your goal is, what you struggle with. I will give you some help, and then if it makes sense, you can join my one-on-one coaching program. And either you join it or not, you will still get some free advice on the call. Just book one, and after that, go watch this video right here. The honest truth about getting to 10% body fat. Become jacked, brother.